Because I Know What I Need, a crowdfunding campaign to build cooler, more accessible apps for everyone. Help us move development into universal design. We're all aware of accommodations where a simple shift can open access to life, like building a ramp instead of stairs. Our goal is to make app accommodation just as common. The concept is simple. Focus on what self-advocates, people with disabilities, say about what they need.
The most common disability or disability category that people have is being able to perform activities of daily living. And that's definitely the primary impairment that I experience with autism. But most of the assistive technology isn't really equipped to support people in filling that need.
Most of us easily access apps to organize with lists, reminders, and schedules. Sean has a brilliant app design addressing challenges to organization for people on the autism spectrum. We have no doubt it'll become a preferred tool for everyone. It connects steps in a way that suits his brain.
Because I know what I need.
All of the apps will include our capture design, allowing the user to use film, photo, voice or sound, and/or text, adhering to their preferences and processing needs. So if writing isn't accessible, other formats are.
This is my to-do list. And that allows me to work harder. I enjoy my job more because of it. Technology makes my job possible.
Apps are not always accessible to people with disabilities. To solve this, we need to move outside the typical funding structures where federal dollars are awarded to state institutions after a committee of able-bodied people decide on what is needed. This flow of money doesn't bring economic independence to the person with the best solutions. Because I Know What I Need is designed so that a person with a disability who has an idea for an app ready to put into the market can apply to get funding, because they know what they need. They'll meet with a design team to flush out the details of the app layout and function, and then meet with an app developer who will code the app with the inventor's continued input. Their app will be posted on the App Store, and they will own and keep earnings from their own invention. Then they'll give 10% of their earnings to the next person with a disability who has an app idea. Why us? Our mission is to shift the compliance model, do it the way I see it, to an alliance model. How can we support you to be the lead? We've also been through the process of app development. Hi, I'm Jennifer White, owner of Able Opportunities. We invented an app called Work Autonomy, which really freed people up with cognitive disabilities to reach higher levels of independence in the workplace. We also learned that there aren't a lot of really good apps out there for people with disabilities. And so we came up with this idea, because we know people who have the right ideas to invent what they need in the workplace, or at home, or in their communities. Here's a glimpse of Reed at work. He uses Work Autonomy to track details, including video of his boss, so he remembers how to do it and who he's doing it for, and so he can operate a time clock. He used to need support for this. Reed was deemed unemployable. That's crazy. He simply needs the right tools. We've learned valuable lessons, and we've made updates accordingly, but imagine if people who needed it were creating the design and function. Like Michael Rogers, who was told he couldn't learn to read and then at 40 years old found a private teacher and proved that he could. Still, it's slow going as a new reader, so we introduced him to an iPhone, Siri, screen readers, and voice activation, which elevated his access to others and the world.
FaceTime Amelia Gross.
Making a FaceTime call to him.
I can now read the New York Times or Seattle newspaper or a text from a friend, and I can send emails to my friends just like anybody else. But if you didn't know you could find a way to be successful at that, it gets frustrating, and everything in this world is an app these days.
Once funded, we'll work with each individual inventor and map out from their idea to paper, frame by frame, how the app moves through its process to ensure functionality and design flow. Then, we'll hire an app developer to work with them one-on-one to build their app and post it on the App Store. Once on the App Store, it'll be available for purchase, which will support the economic stability of the individual. Why is this so important? Because people with disabilities know what they need, and they should have direct access to inventing their own accommodations.
Because we want what we need.
Because I know what I need.
Because I know what I need.
Because I know what I need.
Join us. We need your help. Direct concept and design input from people with disabilities will bring us all cooler tools that are accessible to all.